Hey, what's up guys? Jay Martin here. So today's video contains the messages that I tend to say to myself every now and then, and I figured I might just share this to the 4 to 5 people that somehow clicked on this video. I hope you're having a lovely day so far, and I hope this brings value to you. If you're currently feeling lost in life or burnt out, or you don't know what your why is, I sincerely think you might want to stick to the end. Look, I know what it's like being pressured to figure things out, whether you're 13, 16, 24 years old. Like, I don't get it when our elders think we should have our lives figured out. Like, that's just outrageous when clearly no one has it figured out. Technically, no one has it together. Some people just look like they do more than others. More importantly than that, like, especially now that I'm 20, I've realized that in hindsight, life just evolves and changes as we get older. Whether it's our peers or your parents or people, everyone's trying to prove something so early. The pressures of society, and most of all, pressures of our parents. And let me know if you've ever heard this one before. But people say, you can't change your career by 30, that's when you're meant to be settling down. You can't change your career by 35, you should have it figured out by then. Oh my god, you're not married by 38? Who comes up with this stuff? I have no idea. But this stuff plagues so many people, especially people in our generation. I just want to remind ourselves that we're not lost in our lives, we're just early in the process. Which is why I don't listen to politics, so that I can think clearly. I just think we should make it obvious and accepted that if you're unhappy with what you're doing, you're not lazy, you're disinterested. And I really wish somebody told me that. I believed I was lazy my whole life since I was a kid, up till I was 19. I was told by many, many people that I was lazy. They just happened to be people at school. Like, if I were to be at the gym with those people, I'd call them lazy. But obviously, that connotation when your classmates and your teachers and your parents and the parents of your friends call you lazy, you believe them. So if you've experienced that yourself, let me be your courage and tell them everybody sucks too at something. Like, that's just not what doesn't light you up. We all have shortcomings and we all have strengths. So why not just look at it that way? And by the way, it's okay if you're constantly changing your mind. Like, I wanted to be an athlete my whole childhood, but then I realized I wasn't genetically gifted in that area. And so I told everyone, hey guys, I'm going to be a pilot instead. And then I said, hey, I'm going to be an engineer like my dad. And what's ridiculous is that there's always going to be that person or people that says, hey, you're always changing your mind in that really negative, confronting way. But I'm like, yeah, I've changed my mind. So what? I like different flavors. I don't stick to vanilla. If that's you too, then that's awesome. Just say you've changed your mind. Yeah, I think we've just made it to this failure thing and it's just making new decisions, period. Now if we put it in that light, it's not scary anymore and it doesn't have that power on you. Let's stop beating ourselves up. So what's your dream? What's your gift? Are you in school doing something that's making you happy? What if you're like me and school isn't for you? How do you find your gift? Here's what Steve Harvey says, and write this down. Your gift is what you do best with the least amount of effort. Take a second to fill up that word. That answer you've got there, that's your gift. If your gift is math, then just stick to math. Once you're above adding, subtracting, and multiplication, you lose me. I don't know about that. I only know what I know. So if you know what you do best with the least amount of effort, then just work towards that. Now what if, say, hey J Martin, I don't think video games is a viable source of income. Really? What you tripping for, man? Haven't you heard of PewDiePie? We're not talking about your profession. That's different. We're talking about your gift. Look, for me, I'm a Christian man. I don't know about what you believe in, whether it's energy, Allah, if you're atheist, but the Bible says follow your gift. The Bible doesn't say college or degree. What's your gift? Colonel Sanders' gift is making fried chicken. I'm sure you know him if you know KFC. Caesar Milan, dog trainer. Your gift could be baking cakes, making brownies. What's your gift? If you could drop a comment what your gifts are down below, let's put it down there. Maybe your gift is being the funniest person you know. Maybe you're good at making people smile. Isn't that a gift too? Kevin Hart found his gift by making people laugh. So last few things I want to say before I sign off because I have an appointment in a bit, but I want to talk about something that might be the most important things you're ever going to hear. But for me, these two things are the things that keep going on my head when the going gets tough, and I just want to share it with you. So if you're listening to this so far, please give this video a like so I know that there's something you're getting out of this from. Because I want to stand out with you, man. I want to help you out a little bit. If I could give you some strength, some inspiration, some tactics, some stuff in the brain, I'm here to help you, dude. And here's a powerful quote often attributed to Mother Teresa: nobody will act for the many, but people will act for the few. And I just want to remind you something in case you've forgotten, but probably when you're a little boy or a little girl. Here's what I'll bet. There's somebody in your life at some point, I pray, that made you feel special. Maybe one, maybe they even passed away. Maybe it was a grandma or a grandpa, someone that took good care of you. I just got the chills right now. But maybe that person was a coach, somebody that just made you feel special. Mine was my mother. She's passed away almost 3 years now. But my childhood wasn't the best. There was always fighting everywhere within the family, but when I was with my mom, she made me feel so special, and she always held me and she called me her beloved son. And she always said, "My beloved son, you're special." Man, I'm having heavy goosebumps again. But she'd say this to me when I was a little boy, and I'd say back to her, "I am, mama." And she'd say, "You're the special one. You're my favorite." I had three other siblings, so we were four kids growing up, and I'm the one with the least talent. I never achieved anything academically. She probably talked like that the same way she did to my other siblings, but she made me feel special. Can you remember that person in your life? How they made you feel when you were a little kid? You just felt something, didn't you? Man, I was born for a reason. I'm special. I'm supposed to be somebody. I'm supposed to make a difference in my life. Let me tell you something. Whoever that person was, they're right about you. And maybe when you're growing up and you finish high school, you've broken up different relationships, things aren't going your way, things aren't making you happy anymore, and you forget. But I'm here to remind you right now, they were right. And at the end of our lives, I don't know whether or not you're going to live, but I know for sure you're going to die. And I don't know whether or not you're going to live before you die. Most of us are so worried about what everybody thinks about us or about what we feel about ourselves. But let me say something to you real clear. If you spend the rest of your life worrying about everything everyone says about you, someday you'll never have to worry about it. Because someday when you die, nobody will remember you were here. So stop worrying about what these people are thinking about you. Live how you want to live. If you're around the age range of 13 to 24, now's the time to be risk adverse. Go start that business. Go do that thing you always wanted to do. Go do what you've always contemplated but never started because of an opinion of other people. Yo, I'm heated up. As Mark Twain puts it, the secret to getting ahead in life is getting started. And here's my last and final message for you. And it's just coming from the heart here. So if you're just as hungry as I am, you're going to want to listen to this. But if not, then bye-bye. But we just have too many distractions. You got to learn to listen to yourself. There's too much distractions from the phone and text messages and all these other platforms out here. And I actually don't take a phone call unless, write this down. Is it positive? If it's not positive, I'm not going to take it. Is it purposeful? Is it something that's in relationship to what I'm doing and where I'm going? Is it a contributor or a taker? There are people who are always there when they need you, but when you need them, you can't find them. Is it productive? Is this worth my time? When you're 70, you're not going to be willing to waste your time talking to somebody that's not going to lead to anything. It's not productive. So why be willing to waste your time when you're still young? You're not going to get that back. And is it profitable? Can I make some money with this person? You need to know that. Why? Your time is valuable. You're going to lose something, lose some money. Time? You don't want to lose that. Money, you can recoup that. But time? You can't. So as usual, let's go full circle. Number one, and I'll calm down a little bit. Number one, don't walk someone else's path. Don't walk the path your parents predestined for you. Just because you feel emotionally indebted to them, don't walk a path that appears to be yours, but is actually society's fabricated ideal of who you should be because it's what you need to be doing according to dominant social cultural standards. Walk your own path. Find your gift. Your gift is the thing you do best with the least amount of effort. And value your time. It's your number one asset that you can never get back. You have that one person who's told you you're special, right? Keep them in your heart. Well, in case you don't have someone like that, let me tell you now, you're amazing, you're incredible, you're special, and you should know that. I love you and I appreciate you. Been your boy Jay Martin. Peace and love.